What's going on? We here again. We made it again. The 10th Pro Bowl of the United Sim Football Association is here. Welcome back to the Twitch channel. Showing some love. I see it's starting to percolate up in here. Got a few people up in here. Nothing too crazy. It's all good. What is going on? Yeah, I think that's my new saying right there. Even though I've been saying it for pretty much the whole season. But it's all good. We're going to keep it moving as we take a trip back to the past. Going on the Axis format here. What's going on? Rob JG up in here. See my boy Ryan Davis and Wolf Gold, aka Sean Justice there from Anchorage. He's showing some love to his Anchorage people. As we're going to go ahead and get this thing started in a little bit. You already see the rosters on your screen. So make sure you show some love to them. Congrats to all of our Pro Bowlers for this season. We have some new people here. We have some veterans that have been in. It's a great mixture. Can't wait to see how this one turns out. So show some love, all the good stuff. And Ryan just here to get some coins, all the good stuff. I could have did the what's the name. Actually, I can do that. I should do at least predictions for this one. I'll do a predictions. For this one, put it up for like 5 minutes and then see what happens from there. You know what I'm saying? And that is not where I wanted to go. What happens from there, you know what I just heard myself twice, but it's all good. I'm gonna go ahead and flip it over to creator dashboard. Pro Bowl giveaway for all the realists in the chat. No, I ain't giving it, ain't taking you out. You deserve to be in the Pro Bowl. What's the point of taking you out of the Pro Bowl? This is not the NFL. This ain't what we talking about. We got to put the highest of the people up in here. You got voted. That means you're playing. No, let me go ahead and put Stream Manager up and get this thing rolled so we can get the game started. And we'll go ahead and... who wins the Pro Bowl? Okay, West, East, and I'll put it in for 5 minutes. That's fine. Let's start it up like that. You know what I'm saying? NFL allows us to sit out the Pro Bowls. We should do the same. Man, I try to hear all that. You getting up in there? You gotta defend y'all crown because the West did end up winning it last time around, so you got to show some love there. Dolph Hustle, I seen he got the fight for extra yards, so I'll put that in the mix when I get back to Madden. But we're going to go ahead and double check the expert picks, and I'll go ahead and click off so you can see what's happened. It looks like the East is favored by 58%, so 58 to 43, right? Or whatever that math is, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. Make sure you get up in that predictions. Let's go ahead and get into it. It's pretty much ready to go. I'm ready to go. Let's hit the play game button. Let's go ahead and get this thing rolling. Best of luck to the East. Best of luck to the West. And we shall be getting this thing kick-started pretty soon. As looks like the West will be choosing tails. It will indeed be tails. And they'll go ahead and start off with the football. Going to be interesting to see. East will be in the red. West will be in the white. And Jake Parkey will send this one away. Let's go ahead and get the Pro Bowl started. As we're going to see the return here. Ryan Davis on the return, cutting through and getting to around the 20. And it's going to go ahead and get into it. I'll go ahead and flip the view for you guys. I heard this view is a lot better for you guys. So I'll do what y'all say this time around. Sending the man over. Going to be hand off to Tamari Jones, who breaks his first tackle. And is going to pick up about 2 on the play. Setting up 2nd and 8. Tyler Deathridge trying to win his 2nd Pro Bowl as Tamari Jones is going to get stuffed in the backfield. The O-line got destroyed. Andre Krim right there in the mix. And it's going to make a 3rd and long situation here. definitely looking to see the pass. You see Joe Beasley there at tight end, sending Sean McGowan on the mix, and there goes Keith Simmons, who's going to get the first down play. It's going to be 1st and 10 down to the 37-yard line or so. Looking pretty nice. Going to keep this one moving here. Going to be another handoff, and once again the O-line not helping out as Brendan Gaucher makes a tackle. I bought Axis the other day and thought no way in hell y'all used to run seasons on this. Yeah, we did 6, as it looks like Tyler Deathridge is going to lose about 9 on that one. Great job there by Andre Krim getting in the backfield again, making himself known already. There's going to be another 3rd and long situation here. Going to see the pass going left side and going to be caught again by Davis. Well, his first catch is a big one, converting on 3rd and 24. And yeah, we ran the first 6 seasons here on Axis, so I already know the quality isn't the greatest, but until y'all can find another guy to actually flip the teams onto a Pro Bowl, make the mods and all the other stuff, this is what you're going to get, as we're going to see a handoff there to Davin Brewer. Going to make it 3rd and 1 coming up. Western Conference looking pretty nice up to this point, and they're looking to turn up. I told you what I was told. No, by who? I mean, I'm not trying to work anybody. That's the thing. Honestly, I think we could take one major game for Axis. Oh, yeah, who y'all think is Caboose? Yeah. As Krim is getting in the backfield again, the run game hard to come by here for the big homies. They're going to switch it out a little bit. 2nd and 14, going to fake the handoff as Deathridge. Right side is caught. There go his running mate, Earl Flint, getting inside the 30. I said I'd do it all the work, and he said he wants it on this for some reason. I mean, he already told you the reason. Going to throw it middle of the field and wide open Davis already. There goes the Western Conference getting into the mix. Quick touchdown. Great drive there from the boys in white. But yeah, gotta pay homage though. It ain't no biggie. Like I said, it's only 1 hour of your time out of all the season that is dedicated to the Pro Bowl. I think you all could survive, because I could survive. And honestly, the gameplay now is a lot better than it was when we was running Axis Football 2021. And not too many people in the chat were here when we was doing it there. And I'll just let you know right now, if you want to go to Season 3, Season 4 of the USFA on the YouTube channel and let me know how this compares to the last one, then you can see why I'm not as mad. But we're going to go ahead and see a man go to the motion. They're going to pitch it to Wilson. He's not going to find any room off of that one. Breaks one tackle, and Mike Edwards cleans it up. It's going to be 2nd and 12. Yeah, GTFO with these 3rd and 24 plays. The run game can work. It doesn't, like, the blocking is okay. It's really decent. Going to look to throw this deep, and there goes the first deflection on the deep pass. They're going to make it 3rd and 12. James West at quarterback. I was here in Season 1 when inactive because Axis was so tough to watch. Yeah, I get it. Like, it's so tough for y'all to watch. What y'all thinking made me feel actually doing commentary on it. But we're going to see that pass there. They're going to be short. Looks like the West is going to get the stop here. And we'll see the first punt of the day. Potty there from New York making it happen. Going to send it to Ryan Davis. Going to take the return. Take a pass at 30 to the 34-yard line. First and 10 coming up, faking the handoff, looking to go left side. It's caught by Brewer out the backfield. Is going to make it a first down play. Can't be mad at that. 1st and 10 coming up for the West, who's looking to extend this lead a little bit. A quick motion there. Sending Keith Simmons towards the slot. They're going to hand it off, cutting up, and there goes Tamari Jones finding the crease to get 6. And my boy Kyle Wu up in here. What's happening? What's happening? There's going to be a quarterback run, a designed run play there for Tyler Deathridge. He doesn't quite have the speed. Going to make it 3rd and 5 coming up. Going to be looking past midfield. Caught by McGowan. There goes the Detroit player right there making a play. And here comes the Western Conference again making it happen. He's going to take it to the 27-yard line. Going to be handed off. There goes Samari Jones faking one man and gets tackled after a gain of 1. The Eastern Conference sent a little baby blitz there on the left side of the O-line. Couldn't quite get the stop behind the line of scrimmage, but they'll send Samari to the left side. They're going to try the quarterback run again, and Deathridge is going to fall forward for some more yards there. 275 on this game. The stakes are huge. Very huge. I'm pretty sure you can still lose it. Did someone pick on the East? I don't know. Going to be passing it again, looking for a man middle of the field. There goes McGowan again for another catch across the middle. And right now, the Western Conference looking pretty nice. No one better on the other side. I think they just lose the coin then. They're going to go ahead and send McGowan into the slot. They're going to hand it off. Sheds off the first man and gets knocked down by Darnell Pope. Getting it done there. Is going to be 2nd and 10 coming up. Going to be passing it off the back foot and incomplete. Could not hang on in contact. Hang on through contact, I should say. It's going to make it 3rd and 10. Eastern Conference with the chance to get off of the field, hold them to a field goal. Going to be looking for a man left side and should have been picked off, but could not hang on to it. And the Eastern Conference is going to go ahead and send this one for a field goal. Tyler Deathridge so far 7 for 9. Kick is all the way in the middle, and the Western Conference will make it 10-0 as the Huntington Beach Voyager Carolina Andrianic nods this one through. And Eastern Conference coming back onto the field. First quarter still here, still plenty of time. What's going on? Will X 1993. As we're going to see Calvin Akua there on the return. Sheds off the first tackle. Gets to around the 19. They said the 17. It's going to make it 1st and 10 coming up. Austin Wilson there in the backfield. Going to be a handoff here. And he's going to get to the 20. Gain of 3 on the play. Needed one more block, and that would have set him free. That's kind of how it is with X's. Normally, it's just that one player that's able to get free to make the tackle, but the run game could be a little bit better as the pass blocking could be a little better. Gronky Kong getting the sack. Huntington Beach standing tall so far for the West. It's going to be 3rd and 15. And they're going to try the ground game. A hurdle there by Wilson. And a highlight play right there. That was nice. Y'all can't say that wasn't nice. He stays on the field with the hurdle. I got to clip that, bro. 1st and 10 coming. 30 seconds left in the first. Going to be another handoff, and Doc Boone's going to get sent back. That's not going to work. It's going to be 2nd and 14 coming. As Austin Wilson's going to get right back onto the field. I don't know how he did that, but that is going to be the end of the first quarter. Just like that, nothing happened. Like, it went real smooth. You get a real good 45 minutes to an hour on the gameplay on Nexus. That's one thing I did miss. Like, the quicker games made it a lot easier for me to get stuff done. Is they're going to throw it short there to number 14, Kai Coco. The Tampa Bay connection not happening on that play. It's going to be 3rd and 14 now. And it's going to be passing it again. Pass rush trying to get home, and looks like Phoenix Jones could not hang on to it, and that's going to stall this drive. The Eastern Conference having some troubles moving the football down the field consistently, and here comes the Western Conference back onto the field. As we see Ryan Davis on the return, running through a crowd and gets past the 35 to the 37, and it's going to make it 1st and 10 coming up. Going to pitch this one. Tamari Jones going to get stopped in the backfield by Gaucher. They're going to make a 2nd and 11. But you also got to think these D linemen they're not like some scrubby WD linemen. Maybe the O-line on both sides is just getting overpowered here, as they're going to set up Tamari Jones, going to be pushing forward and going to get stuffed again by Gaucher, who's making 2 straight plays right there. The Eastern Conference trying to get off of the field. Going to make it 3rd and 13 coming up here for Deathridge in the game. They're going to send a corner blitz. It doesn't get home, and Earl Flint still makes the catch inside the 30. Does not matter. Great defense. He was right there, but the offense makes it happen, and there's going to be another setup here for the Western Conference. 8 for 10 so far. They're going to hand it off to Mari Jones, who's going to get inside the 25. 2nd and medium coming up. Going to be handing off again quickly to Tamari Jones, who's going to lose a yard on that one. Going to be John Smith making it happen. Shout out to John Smith there from Charlotte. Hope all is well with your big homie. We still got the games rolling for you. Did a great job this season. Quick pitch and going to try to hit the tight end there, who had a chance, but not to be. Going to be 4th and 7. The Western Conference going to have to set up for another field goal attempt, as the East keeping themselves in the game up to this point. Not a very, what's the word I'm looking for? Not a strong contest in regards to the 2 teams going at it, but it is what it is. The Eastern Conference coming back onto the field. The final 12 minutes of the second. We're going to go ahead and see this return. Going to be Calvin Nakua taking it. Shedding off one man, gets to the 15. That's really about it. They're going to say the 14. And here comes James West. Got to get something cooking here. Let's see what they do on this one. Going to pitch this left side. There goes Wilson past the 20. Down to the 23. 2nd and 2 coming. Handoff again. Good blocking. And Wilson's going to fall forward for the first. Keeping the drive alive. The misdirection works. 1st and 10 coming up. 11 minutes left in the second. Gonna hand off again there to Wilson. Gets to around the 30. Doc Boone coming in. See if he could get some touches. 2nd and 6 coming up. And they're going to pass out of it. Looking for a man. It's wide open. And there goes Zachariah Branch. Sheds off one man and gets past midfield. And that's going to start this drive up here for the Eastern Conference. Clock still rolling. And we'll see what happens here. 9.5 minutes left in the second. Going to fake the handoff. Looking for a man left side and caught by Branch again. And he's going to get pushed back a little bit. But he will get to the 45. Making it a gain of 6. 3 catches, 36 yards there for Branch. Looking pretty nice. In his first Pro Bowl. A lot of firsts so far. Making it happen. Looking for a man again. Protection's decent. Going to launch it deep and deflected. There by the Western Conference. Love watching Zach Branch. Yeah, he was killing it this year with those deep passes. And it's a good reason why he's here. Going to be a handoff. They tried the run game. And there goes Gronky Kong again. Not to be. These D linemen are just ridiculous right now. They're making it very difficult for the run game to pop off. And here comes the East looking for a pin. Going to find a pin. And that's going to be inside the 10. Down to the 6. A second Pro Bowl? I thought you missed last year. Too bad Gronky Kong is donezo in HBV. Well, he'll still be in the league for sure. That's going to be a safety. Right up the middle, Brendan Gaucher. A safety in the Pro Bowl. And that's going to give the East the ball back here. Interesting. Oh, demoted to number 2. Yeah, that is true. Shout out to Brendan Gaucher getting the safety. As that's going to put the Eastern Conference back on the map. His teammate Nakua returning it to the 24-yard line. And here comes the East here. They got to find a way to get something cooking. They're going to hand it off to West on the straight up. It's going to be 2nd and 7. Take the quarterbacks and running backs out the game, man. It's not worth the risk of injury with this O-line play. Can't be getting injured. That is a false start. Calvin Nakua there on the penalty. Back it up, 2nd and 12. Going to be passing it. Left side is wide open there for Branch. He's going to turn up for the first. And is going to make it 1st and 10 coming. Okay. Had to make a quick check there. Ooh. 5 minutes left in the second. Going to be a handoff, trying to get up the field as Wilson, but not to be. Me personally, I would have passed on that one, try to see if you could get it. But I think he's seen that last run from Wilson, and he made it happen. So, not to be. The East is not going to be able to capitalize on it. Looking for a pin. It bounces at the 10, looking for the pin, and it's going to be another one down to the 2. And now, the Eastern Conference looking to get yet another safety if possible. Tamari Jones, big power back, give it to him. Going to shut off for the first man and gets another safety. Tried to hurdle. That's not to be. John Smith is going to get the tackle. And that's 2 straight safeties. Unfortunate there. The blocking not happening. Who expected a score like that? 13-4. As I believe that's the first time in league history where we had 2 safeties in the same game. And at this point, it's all by the same team. Give me 1 second, be right back. Let it run for a little bit. Sit up. Western Conference looking to get back into it, throws it to Wilson, who's going to pick up the first down play like that. Trying to keep it moving here. Need one more touchdown to at least make it a ball game here. There's still a 2-possession ball game. Looking for it, man. Throws it right side and caught by Boone. And it's going to make it 2nd and 7. Okay, we're going to be handed off to Wilson. Sheds off 1 man, gets to around the 30. The field goal will make it a 1-score game. So that's definitely doable. Get it back to 13-7, make it a lot more easier. Who knows? Going to send Calvin Nakua in motion. Going to pass it. Looking and wide open. Man, and there goes Branch for the touchdown. And there goes the big homies in the Eastern Conference. We got ourselves a game again, 13-10. Extra point coming here from Parkey. Looking to knock it through, and he does. Kick is up and good. And we got ourselves a solid game here, 13-11 on this one. Still got a minute and a half left in the second quarter, so the West could very well get into the mix and extend this lead a little bit more, give themselves some breathing room. Going to be returned. Look at the juke move there by Davis. Hit him with that kick. And I don't know how he did that, but he did it. Gonna be 1st and 10 coming. First and 10. Tyler Deathridge gonna launch this right side and just get swatted out of the air. I believe that was Preston there on that one. No, that wouldn't be Preston. Preston would be on the west side. I got confused. I thought I saw 23, but I could be wrong. Quick pitch and some coverage and incomplete. There's going to be 3rd and 10 coming up. Western Conference trying to stay on the field here. Handoff, and they shut off one man as Jones, and he's not going anywhere that way. So it's going to be a conference or Eastern Conference timeout. And now they're getting themselves a chance to potentially take the lead here before the end of the first half. Who knows? We'll check the stats out briefly before we finish out the game in the second half, as we see Kilo Mack there on the return, and it's going to make it 1st and 10 coming up. Going to pass it here, looking left side. Going to be caught by Nakua inside the 40. Exactly what the doctor ordered right there. Hit him with that that post route cheese. One of the harder routes to stop and diss him, from what I was able to see. Looking for a man right side and caught. There goes Kai Coco, the Rapid Raccoon, getting into it. 37 seconds left. And it looks like they're taking Preston Dotson out for reasons I do not know. Maybe the stamina's wearing off of him. Who knows? His first catch is Kai Coco looking middle of the field and deflected. Honestly, could have been picked off. Going to make it 2nd and 10. And Preston, I guess he just needed a Dubby break. Shout out to Dubby. Use the code USFA S11 to get 10% off of each and every order, as we're going to see Austin Wilson making that catch. The East is going to call the timeout here. And they essentially have one more play to potentially get into the end zone. James West looking to get his 2nd pass and touchdown of the game. Looking pretty nice. They're going to send Wilson in motion. Going to pass it. They send the quarter blitz. They send the middle linebacker blitz, almost getting home. And it's going to be incomplete. And looks like the East will give themselves a chance to take the lead. Down 13-0 at one point. And with the Jake Parkey kick from 24 yards out, the Eastern Conference works their way back into it. Got ourselves a very nice game up to this point. Jake Parkey going to send this one away. The Western Conference will have less than 5 seconds, more than likely, to do something. Ryan Davis taking this to the right side to around the 20. And it's going to be 5 seconds on the dot. Two safeties in. And then a touchdown and a field goal. The Eastern Conference takes the lead. Pitching the right side. Caught by Flint. And that will run out the clock, as we'll go ahead and take it into halftime. Double checking the stats real quick. Real good numbers by both of these quarterbacks as expected. And we'll go ahead and check into, I did not mean to do that one, through game stats. They see Tyler Deathridge and Gronky Kong, the MVP so far on the West. Zachariah Branch and Gaucher doing pretty nice, if I do say so myself. And here's the team stats, looking pretty nice, pretty even from what you can see. Looks like there's a couple sacks there, more there by the East. And we're going to go ahead and get back into it as the Eastern Conference starts with the football. 33's up. Let's get into it. Best of luck to both of these teams here. The Western Conference looking for a stop, but it's going to be returned here by the big home in Nakua. Going to see what he can do. Going to shut off one man, gets to around the 13-14 yard line, and here comes the East, ready to get something cooking. I just realized I didn't change my number for Dotson. Going to look right side and caught. There goes Coco, sheds off the first man, and then Adam Leach cleans it up. Going to make it 2nd and 7. I changed everybody's number but my own player, Vic Dotson. I even did Preston, but I didn't do Vic. Guess I wasn't paying attention while I was putting it all in, as Austin Wilson is going to get stuck. Calvin Thomas making the hit there, making it look nice. 3rd and 9 coming. Pitching it right side and throws a pick. Calvin Thomas gets the tackle for loss and then the INT. And there goes the veteran making it happen. CT 7-7. Getting them to the 20-yard line. And here comes the West trying to right their wrongs from the first half. They're going to pitch it right side. And Tamari Jones, Calvin Thomas' teammate, unable to do too much here. Going to make it 2nd and 10. Gonna send the man in motion. That's Earl Flint. Gonna hand it off on the reverse. There goes Jones, who's gonna get close to the 15, not quite past it. Gonna make it 3rd and 6 coming. Tamari Jones, not the greatest of showings we've seen from him. Trying to weave and finds a hole and gets to the 2-yard line. Make it the 3. Strong running there from Tamari Jones. Made Detroit proud on that play for sure. Not giving up on the play. Has going to be 1st and goal coming up. Going to send a man in motion. They're going to pass it as Dethridge. Looking for a man. They're going to get sacked though. Running out of time. No one was home. Yogi Barr, the tackle leader, making it happen. Or the number 2 tackle leader behind Wire England. Going to be passing it again. Looking for a man. Right side is going to be caught by McGowan. And he gets the ball over the crease. And there goes the Western Conference getting the touchdown. They need a 2-point conversion to make it a 7-point game, but they elect for the field goal. I guess they don't want to get freaky with it. Kick is up and it will be a 6-point ball game. Me personally, I would have went for it, but it is what it is. 1st and 10 coming up. Oh, actually, after the kickoff, of course. I keep looking up at the scoreboard. It keeps saying 1st and 10. It should say kickoff there. As we're going to see Calvin Akua returning from the 1-yard line. Going to rumble forward to around the 21. Make it the 22. 1st and 10 coming up. Going to pitch this left side. Austin Wilson, great blocking. Gets about 9 on the play. And he's going to set up 2nd and short. Ten and a half minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Going to pass it again, looking for a man. Going to launch this one deep left side and incomplete. Great deep coverage there from the Western Conference. And 3rd and short, definitely a lot of things you could do here. Wilson is in the backfield. We'll see if the blocking holds up. If it was to run, they will, and it does hold up. And they will pick up the 1st down play on that one. 1st and 10 coming here for the East. Looking to take the lead. Making the handoff. Gonna throw it on the run. Single coverage. Kai Coco sheds off the man. He don't care. That's a bucket from the Rapid Raccoon. Austin the man shoves him off. Keeps it pushing. An extra point here from Parkey will give the East the lead right back. That was a pretty good play. I'm not even going to lie to you. James West throwing it up to his guy. He says, my guy, Kai Coco, is down there somewhere. And he's going to make the play. As we'll see, the next one is going to let it run through the back of the end zone. Ryan Davis like, nah, I got time for that. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Here comes Tyler Dethridge. Tamari Jones there in the backfield again. They're going to move Joe Beasley. I don't think has a catch yet. Going to look for a man here, middle of the field. There goes McGowan, another catch there from the Detroit product. We're going to make it 1st and 10. Going to be passing it again as Dethridge. Looking for a man. Right side. And caught by Simmons in traffic. Great job there. Using those strong hands, that big body, making it happen. And they're going to get it close to midfield. Going to pass it again. Looking for a man. Right side. It's going to be caught and tackled immediately. Gain of 4 on the play. Handoff, pushing forward, sheds off one man, running through and trying to get as much as he can, and gonna make it 3rd and 3. Jumbo set, and they're gonna try the handoff. He gets chopped down immediately. Yogi Barr right there with the big play. It's 4th and 1, and they're gonna punt this one away. Still plenty of game left, so I don't blame him. Looking for a pin. Fire starter prodigy. The bot player there from Tacoma. Sending it into the tunnel. And it's going to make it 1st and 10 coming. Two tight end set here for the Eastern Conference, looking to expand this lead, and he's going to get chopped down for a loss. Ty Wyatt England doing what he does best, getting tackles. Going to make it 2nd and 11. Faking the handoff here, blocking solid. Left the man open. There goes Nakua down the left side. Going to make it 1st and 10 here. 6 minutes left in the third. 2 catches, 64 yards there for Calvin Nakua. We'll go over the stats as always at the end of the game. Show some love to the people that made it. It's going to be a handoff, and Wilson's probably going to pick up 1. They're going to say 2 on the play. Going to be sending this one here. Sending out Calvin Nakua to the left side, pitch it to the right side, and once again the coverage just ridiculous right now. Mike Edwards making it happen in the backfield, back to a 3rd and 10 situation. East has the best wide receivers. I mean, honestly, there's great wide receivers on both sides. Ryan Davis is a force all by himself as Vic Dotson gets into the mix for his first catch, and he's going to get a hurdle, and that's going to break him down to the 4-yard line. Going to take Vic out. Give him a little W break. See what happens. Going to be 1st and goal coming. Looking for a man. Darren Guadiana's in, but they're going to throw it away. And it's going to be 2nd and goal as they put Vic back in for that one play. 2nd and goal here. They're going to hand it off, and Wilson's going to get stopped in the backfield. Once again, the nice jump at the beginning of the snap, making it happen. Josh Sawyer getting the tackle. Going to make it 3rd and goal coming. Going to pass it, looking to the field, and it looks like he had Vic wide open. Elects not to throw it his direction, and that's going to make it 4th and goal. Sending this one away. Kick is up. Kick is going to be good. And it's going to be Jake Parkey knocking it through, making it a 4-point ball game. If you just came in, the Western Conference was up 13-0. And then the Eastern Conference pulled off 2 straight safeties, followed by a touchdown and then a field goal to get the lead. And the West was able to get the lead from a touchdown, and then the East took it right back with their own. And they got a field goal on top of that last drive as Samari Jones is losing a lot of yards. They're going to say he lost 6, and the crowd of red was taking him down. It's going to be 2nd and 16. And Deathridge is once again in that safety alert spot. They're going to need that blocking to be right. They're going to launch it left side and deflected, as that one player defended all 3 of those guys perfectly. That was coverage right there. That was nice. Going to be 3rd and 16. Protection's decent. Middle of the field and almost picked off right there. But regardless of that, the Eastern Conference is going to get some good field position here, thanks to the punt that will be sent from the end zone. Going to send this one away as Prodigy. Going to be returned there by Kilo Mack. Going to look for some room and gets close to the 45. Going to make it 1st and 10 coming. Eastern Conference with the chance to take the lead even further in their direction, as they do have a good set here. Vic in the slot. I believe that's Branch moving over to the left side. Going to look for a man here. They're going to launch it towards Vic, who's only going to pick up 2. Looked a little bit like Madden on that play, throwing them to him short. But 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Still have ourselves a solid game here. Empty set here for James West, looking for a man. Going to get sacked, though. Running the wrong way. There goes T. Knight. Titanium T. Knight getting his first set up there in the Pro Bowl. And he's going to make a big play for sure. Going to be 3rd and 12, looking for a man. There's going to be a fumble, though, and it's going to be recovered. Mikey Jackson, he's all by himself, and it's going to be a touchdown. We've seen 2 safeties and the fumble recovery 6. Detroit's showing out tonight, and that's going to put the West on top. Kick is up and good, and the Western Conference regains the lead before the third ends. The third quarter ended. Don't know who got the back fumble, but a great job nonetheless, as the Eastern Conference is back onto the field, looking to take that lead right back. This is definitely in play for potential overtime if needed. We shall see, though. It's going to be a handoff. Sheds off the first man and gets tackled. Going to take it close to the 20. Third quarter, one down. Austin Wilson averaging around 3.5 yards a carry as he's going to shed off one man and get stuck by Jackson. 3rd and 8 coming up. This should be the last play, or that last play should be the last play of the third quarter. Yes, it is. Set it up. Throw your fours up. Let's get into it. Can the East get the comeback going? Going to be passing it again. Looking right side and caught. There goes Vic. Making it happen. And there goes the Charlotte product. Getting them to the 41-yard line. The drive continues here. Kyle Wu showing love. I don't know if you missed his fumble recovery for a touchdown, but Mikey Jackson is playing very well today as West is going to get sacked again. And there goes Mikey Jackson. He has a sack, a fumble recovery, and a touchdown. And surprisingly, not all in the same play. Great job there, as we're going to see a run there by Wilson, and he's going backwards again. Damian Chambers, a lot of Detroit players making plays recently here for the Western Conference. Going to be 3rd and 17 coming up. And they're going to elect to run the ball, and that is not how you do it. Lucky enough for them, still plenty of time, but I think they're just going to have to settle for the good field position, try to get the stop, and then keep it pushing from there. Going to send this one away. It's going to be returned there by Davis, looking for the setup. He's going to get pushed back a little bit. He's going to set him down at the 24-yard line. And here comes the West with the lead, trying to get something cooking. Going to pitch this right side. There goes Jones, getting close to 30. Going to make it a gain of 4. Going to be handing this one off. Throws a fake. Launch this left side and incomplete as the coverage was too strong there. 3rd and 6. Handoff again, pushing forward. Tamari Jones going to get chopped down, but not before he gets the first. Going to pick up 9 on the play. Give Tamari a little bit of a break. 1st and 10 coming up. Going to pass it again, looking to launch this left side. And there goes Simmons, catching it behind the defender, Jordan Vinny. And he's going to make it to the 31-yard line. The Western Conference in a good spot here. Keith Simmons, 3 catches, 66 yards so far in the day. Going to be a handoff again. Going to cut up, sheds off the first man, sheds off another man, and falls forward for 4. Could have been a lot worse, as Jordan Vinny's going to take a little bit of a break here. 2nd and 6 coming up. Passing it again, looking for a man. Maneuvers the pocket, throws this one away. Going to make it 3rd and 6 coming. They're going to hand it off, and that's not going to get the job done. Going to back him up outside of the 30, and it'll be up to Firestarter Prodigy to make it a 6-point ball game from the left hash. Sending this one. Kick is up, and it looks pretty good to me from 48. So now the Eastern Conference will have to score a TD in order to take the lead, as the Western Conference is going to hit 30 tonight. The game still isn't over by any means. We're going to see Calvin Akua there on the return, taking this pass to 15, sheds off one man, gets to the 18, and we're going to go ahead and keep it moving. 9 minutes, 25 seconds left in the fourth. The Eastern Conference needs to get it going. Handoff, pushing forward. There goes Wilson, picking up about 4 or 5. Final 9 minutes of the fourth. Gonna send Wilson in motion. Gonna pass it. Looking for a man. Right side. And there goes Nakua. Dragging the toe. I think they only need 1 foot in axis. So definitely a great job there for sure. 1st and 10 coming. Gonna hand this one off. Wilson cutting around. Makes one man miss. Falls forward to around the 40. And Doc Boone's going to check in here, see if he can get some touches here. 24 carries, 79 yards. There for Wilson. They're going to hand it off to Boone, who's going to shed off. The first man gets close to the first down. Don't think he picked it up. And they're going to go ahead and bring Wilson into the mix for this one. 3rd and inch is coming. 2 carries, -1 yards there for Boone. As they're going to send Wilson in motion. We're going to pass it here, looking right side and deflected. Beautiful defense. Has going to be 4th and inches. Does the East keep their offense on the field? They're going to say no. They're going to try to look for the pin, see if they can help themselves on offense next time around. Looking for the bounce, the pretty bounce, and they're not going to get there in time. Calvin Nakua ran as fast as he could, but not quite able to touch it. That's going to set up the West at the 20. Final 7 minutes left in the fourth, and they're going to go empty set. They're going to send a man in motion. There goes Earl Flint looking for a man. Protection breaking down. Still finds Flint, and that's going to be a 1st down play. Sent the safety blitz on them. Could not quite get home. Going to be 1st and 10 coming. Handoff here. Tamari Jones was solid blocking, picking up 6. 2nd and 4 here. Handoff pushing forward. Going to fall to around the 45-yard line. They're going to say the 44, and more clock is coming off of the board. The Western Conference lacks that. 60 yards on the ground there for Tamari Jones today. Looking to close out this ball game. Tamari Jones in the backfield. They're going to hand off to him again. Sheds off 1 man, another man, and gets about 4. And they're going to go ahead and give him a little bit of a break here. Handoff and going to get stuck. There goes Brendan Gaucher. 6 tackles on the day from the D lineman. 3rd and 11 coming. East with the chance to get off of the field here. Going to pass it. They send a blitz. Going to be incomplete, though. Great coverage there on the left side. But it is an offsides penalty, so it'll give the Western Conference another chance at it. The Western Conference will take it. Trying the ground game. Beautiful blocking. And he's going to break away. Gets to the 40. And the penalty holds strong. And that's going to make it another 1st down. The final 3.5 minutes left in the fourth. The Western Conference has a chance to close this one out. Going to be passing it here as Deathridge throws a short to Simmons, who's going to pick up about 3. Make it 4. Very good Detroit representation here. Got an Anchorage player making the catch. Is Keith Simmons going to pitch it right side, and there goes the bot getting into the mix. Final 2.5 minutes left. One more play before the 2-minute warning, assuming it's a completed pass. Looking middle of the field, and it is going to be completed, and Tamari Jones comes through with it. And the Western Conference working it down how they want to work it down. A field goal will make it tough for the Eastern Conference to come back in this one. What a catch there from the halfback. They're going to go ahead and hand it off to Kilsing, and it's going to make it 2nd and about 6. They're going to say 7, and the Eastern Conference is going to start calling their timeouts here. Pitching it right side, and once again, beautiful coverage there from number 53. It's going to be John Smith making the tackle. And the Eastern Conference has one more timeout to call, so if they could get the stop here, they could give themselves a chance, because they are going to tackle them. A gain of 1 there by Tamari Jones. Actually, no, that was Kilsing again. It's going to be 4th and 7. The Eastern Conference hoping for a miss. Kick is going to be up, but Firestarter Prodigy says, I'll win it. Actually, that's Firestar Prodigy. I got confused. That's Carolina Andrianic there with the field goal, making it a 9-point ball game. And now the Eastern Conference is going to have to fight for their rights to keep on playing. They're going to need to score twice without any timeouts. Going to be interesting to see as Calvin Nakua takes it to around the 14-yard line. Looking for a man right side. Is caught by Jones. He goes out of bounds, though. That definitely helps, but only getting 3 yards. They need a lot more than that. Now, if that was 30 yards, that would have been a lot different. But the Eastern Conference here looking short and going to be picked up. It's going to be Preston Dotson. And he's going to get a pick 6 to close this one out. He said, try again next year, as he will be playing in the Eastern Conference, assuming he makes it next season. But will this be the final time he played for the Western Conference in the Pro Bowl? That'll be interesting to see, but great job overall there from the Western Conference, making it happen. What a pick there by the veteran. And we're going to go ahead and see this one get returned, taking this one past the 20. Going to take it, and it's going to make it to the 21-yard line. And funny enough, ironically, Preston Dotson picked off his former quarterback in college back in Mile High University. So interesting to see there. Going to be a pass again, looking for a man, throws it short, could not hang on through contact, as that was almost picked off again. 2nd and 10. James West, 2 TDs, 2 interceptions there on the day. Going to launch it left side and caught by Nakua, and he says he's not going to give up. Let me get a touchdown up in here. The Eastern Conference trying to fight it. Honestly, they need a 2-point conversion to make it a... That's what I would be doing to make it a 8-point ball game. That's what they should have done. But it's still going to be a 9-point ball game. It's going to be kick up, kick good. Should see the onside kick. And they do have the onside out. Jake Parkey looking for that premium bounce. Pretty decent, but it did go to Adam Leach, who is going to recover it. And the Western Conference could kneel this one out. I'm pretty sure they have the kneel formation. Yep, clock control, yep. So that is going to be GG's in the chat. A fun matchup. Had a lot of crazy plays. Pick sixes, safeties, fumble recoveries for touchdowns. Can't be mad at it. And we'll go ahead and work this one down. Should be one more play after this one. Actually, no, this should be it. So we'll go ahead and wrap it up. Go over the statistics, and then I will bid you adieu. Next time you hear me, it'll be week 1 of season 11. Let's go ahead and get into the stats. Congrats again to the Western Conference making it happen. Final score 40-31. Definitely a fun game by both sides. A lot of great things happening as we check out the MVPs there. Mikey Jackson, the defensive MVP for the West. Tyler Deathridge, the offensive MVP. On the other side for the East, James West is the offense there for the MVP for the East. And then you have John Smith there for the 13 tackle performance there, making it happen. The Pro Bowl MVP for the Eastern Conference on defense. Looking into the stats really fast, looks like Tyler Deathridge 17 for 26 there, 65% completion percentage, 2 TDs, no INTs. James West on the other side, 3 TDs, 2 interceptions. And looking at the run game was pretty tough. Looks like Wilson had the best game with a 3.3 average. Looks like Tamari Jones with a 2.8 average. Receiving wise there, on the Eastern side, it looks like Zachariah Branch, 6 catches, 105 yards and a TD. Kai Coco, 3 catches, 91 yards and a TD. Calvin Nakua, 4 catches, 153 yards and that last touchdown that you seen. On the other side for the West, Keith Simmons, 4 for 70. Earl Flint, 4 for 83. And then Ryan Davis only had 2 catches, 2 for 58 and a TD. Defensively, you got John Smith leading the way in tackles on both sides, I believe. Big House the third with 8. Yogi Barr gets 5 and a sack. Brendan Gaucher 6 and a sack. 6 tackles and a sack with 5 tackles for loss. Jordan Vinny, 6 tackles, 2 pass deflections. John Smith adding on with 4 tackles for loss. Good job. Pro Bowl on the Western side, Mikey Jackson, 5 tackles, a sack, a tackle for loss, a touchdown, and a pass deflection. Just ridiculous. Preston Dotson, 5 tackles, an interception, a touchdown, and 2 pass deflections. Mike Edwards, 9 tackles, 1 sack, 2 tackles for loss, and a forced fumble. Calvin Thomas, 2 tackles, 1 interception, 1 tackle for loss, 1 pass deflection, and then Weezy Porter there with 9 tackles and 2 pass deflections. As we check into the total plays here, pretty even in regards to the amount of plays. The Western Conference, they had more run plays, obviously, because they were winning, and then a great job there on defense all the way around. 4 sacks there for the West, 3 by the East, and no turnovers there by the Western side, so that definitely helped them getting the victory. Going into the run game on the Western side, just make sure I got everybody. Devin Brewer, 1 carry for 3 yards. Deatherage, 3 for -2. And Tamari Jones doing this thing. On the other side, for receiving, Keith Simmons, 4 for 70. Sean McGowan, 4 for 56 and a TD. Earl Flint, 4 for 83. Ryan Davis, 2 for 58 and a TD. Devin Brewer, 2 for 14. Tamari Jones, 1 for 12. Defense here looks like Mike Edwards with 9 tackles. Jackson, Edwards, Knight, and Kong with the sack. Dotson and Thomas with INTs. A lot of TFLs here, as you can see. I'll go ahead and just scroll down there for you. 2 TDs there, 1 by Jackson, 1 by Dotson, and looks like pass deflections there. Adam Leach led the way with 3. Porter and Dotson each had 2 apiece. Edwards forced the fumble. Mikey recovered the fumble. Return wise, 3 for 21 there on the punt return, 4 for 77 there on the kick return. Carolina was perfect on the day. Good job there. And then on the other side, actually no, I can take that back. Prodigy was 3 punts, and he averaged 45 and some change. On the other side, James West, 20 for 33, 429, 3 TDs, 2 interceptions. Doc Boone, 2 for -1. Austin Wilson, 24 for 79. And James West, 2 carries for 0 yards. Zachariah Branch, 6 for 105 in the TD. Calvin Nakua, 4 for 153 in the TD. Kai Coco, 3 for 91 in the TD. Vic Dotson, 3 for 65. Austin Wilson, 2 for 9. Phoenix Jones, 1 for 3. Doc Boone, 1 for 3. Darren Guadiana had a target, but I think it just was off the mark, so great job there. John Smith led the way in tackles with 13. Big House with 8. Tackles 6. Jordan Vinny, Yogi Barr, Dexter Jackson, Phoenix Jones Jr. Move my cursor. There you go. Austin Will with 3 tackles. Andre Krim with 3 tackles. Jerry Philbin with 2. Kai Coco and Calvin Nakua gets 1. Let me flip to the other side so I can get all the players here. I didn't go through them all. So England, Leach, Knight, Davis, Thomas, Sloyer, Chambers, Simmons, and Wells. As we go ahead into the return side of things, punt return, Kilo Mack averaged 7, and on the kick return side, looks like Calvin Nakua averaged almost 18. Kicking wise, Parkey was perfect on the day, and Potty had 1 inside, actually 2 inside the 20, and 1 touchback. So that is going to wrap this one up. Pretty serious right here. The Western Conference goes 2 in a row. I have to go back for the last couple ones as well, see what the streak is, but right now it's at 2. Great job by all of the players taking part, and we will see Axis again next season. Let's go ahead and get into season 11. Best of luck to all of the teams, and until then, I'll go ahead and talk to you later.